my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the bench.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second down and inches. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fields this way up at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Eagles in trouble to start play. 6 and 8 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 70 Ranger.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And now this yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a nice move. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. The 20. 5. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That goes for a gain of 31.
But first down, Hurts.
Flush to his right.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Caught by Montgomery.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready. Roll 52. Yellow.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect for your team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like, what are they planning on doing here? What kind of crazy play should we expect to see? But there's no way they should pick that up here, and they didn't.
And now incredible field position. Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Okay, right?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going to try and throw. He's got this to Pickens. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott now to have the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And his kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Pioneer. Trap 50, trap 50.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Watkins on the out route.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Check flag. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, just
open, and he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This is the tight end fan. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. First try for the right arm of Dalton here.
On the slant, it's Fan.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
18 Cardinals. Cut back in. Panther 11.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Gets this to Fant, and he is out up around the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Dalton's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Dalton. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense is having share struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
17. No, 52.
They'll try and run Walker. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Striker, 3-3.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, yeah, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for two.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.